Coming to you from Great Smoky Mountains National Park, I'm Jason Epperson, and it's time for the latest in RV and camping news. How much water do you travel with in your RV's tanks? A viral Facebook post has Jayco walking back emails to an owner stating that no water should ever be carried in RV tanks while traveling. Peter Higgins had an issue with the gray water tank in his new Jayco travel trailer. The waistline was severed due to a manufacturing error. The freshwater tank strap was incorrectly installed, and the fresh tank fell onto the gray tank's waistline. Higgins paid for the repair himself at a cost of about $400 and sought reimbursement from Jayco under his warranty. In an email Higgins provided to RV Miles, a Jayco representative responded to the claim asking for photos of the repair and a copy of the invoice. The rep also wanted to know if Higgins was traveling with a full tank of water at the time. Higgins responded that he had about a third of a tank of water on board. He always travels with about a third of a tank of water. Incidentally, so do we, and so do most RVers I know. We've heard too many stories of people who've had their tanks fall out when they travel with them full. But of course, you need some water to use the restroom and kitchen until you reach your destination. Now, Jayco touts having the best manufacturer's warranty out there. And indeed, Jayco goes further than most in offering a 2-year overall warranty plus 3 years on the structure of the RV. Most manufacturers only offer a single year. But what good is the best warranty when your claims are denied for normal use? The Jayco rep responded to Higgins with the following statement. Quote, "Unfortunately, we do not advise that the customer drive with water in their tanks. It adds extra weight when traveling and can cause the straps to break from all the movement. Please see attachment from owner's manual. With this being said, we would not be able to participate in reimbursement." Now, the manual excerpt the Jayco rep shared advised only about traveling with full fresh black or gray tanks. And the reasoning was that the weight of the water is not calculated as part of the RV's gross weight rating, which could cause you to be overweight on your axles or your tires. The manual also stated that full tanks could change your RV's handling characteristics. It doesn't say anything, though, about voiding the warranty or that the tank supports cannot handle being full while driving. Higgins pointed all of this out to Jayco and was met with another denial. We do apologize for this inconvenience. However, any weight of holding tank contents are not calculated into the cargo carrying capacities. Any movement of water adds extra weight to the tanks and brackets. Again, we would not be able to reimburse for this due to water being in the tank while traveling. Higgins told RV Miles that in fact, he was sent off from the dealer with a half-full tank, and that one of the main selling points of this unit is the large tank size. He questioned, if you cannot travel at all with any water in your tanks, why does it have a tank at all? Meanwhile, Higgins went to social media to share his story and began to work up the chain of command at Jayco. He says that 4 different representatives told him you cannot travel with any water in your tanks. At one point, he asked straight out, if I fill my fresh tank 1/3 full and drive my family 100 miles to the forest to camp for 2 nights, I would then drive home with water in my black, gray, and fresh tank. Is this recommended use? The response came back, no. Absolutely not. You must never drive with any water in any tank at any time or your warranty is voided. Now, after a week of back and forth with Jayco via phone and email and raising the issue on social media, a 5th representative concluded that his repair was a legitimate warranty claim, and he was able to acquire from them a written statement that his warranty is not void for his use. The social media pressure caused Jayco to release a statement on Facebook clarifying that you can indeed travel with water in your tanks and it will not void your warranty, but cautioning people to calculate the water weight so they're not going over their gross vehicle or gross axle weight ratings. They claimed in the statement that a representative made a mistake and it's been rectified, and they will provide more clarification in future owner manual updates. Now, for his part, Higgins was happy with the resolution, and he believes that Jayco makes a great product and is overall very happy with the construction of his 2022 trailer. He says he would not hesitate to buy another Jayco in the future and is glad they worked to figure out the problem with a little prodding from him. But for me, this isn't about water tanks at all. It's about these warranties, and I don't want to pick on just Jayco here. They're all pretty similar documents with not a whole lot of information in them across the spectrum of manufacturers. They're very manufacturer friendly. It seems like they can make whatever decision they want at any time, and perhaps some look for really whatever reason to deny a warranty claim that they can come up with. It's important for you to know that under federal law, manufacturers must be able to demonstrate that improper repairs, improper maintenance, or improper upgrades resulted in the damage to the component that is subject to your warranty claim. They also cannot void the entire warranty. For instance, if you forget to maintain your wheel bearings on your trailer, they could deny an axle claim, but they can't deny a roof repair claim. The two have no relationship to each other. If you have warranty claim issues, make sure to keep pressing the point like Peter Higgins did. And if you can't get a resolution, we'd love to hear from you. Meanwhile, March was the busiest month ever for RV manufacturers. 64,454 units were shipped to dealer lots, an increase of 18.7% over March of 2021. Through March, RV shipments are up 15.5% on the year, according to the RV Industry Association. This record quarter for RV manufacturing has restocked dealer lots virtually back to normal, at least for trailers. Motorhomes still lag a little bit behind. But believe it or not, people are still buying all of those RVs at breakneck pace. According to an independent study, January and February saw 58,000 new RVs registered with state DMVs. That's down 17.8% from last year, but it's still the second best January and February on record. March numbers will come out in early May, but the RV Industry Association's independent forecaster expects 2022 to be a strong year with continued, if more moderate, growth. J.D. Power says the pricing of used RVs continues to rise. Standard hitch travel trailer values averaged 5.6% higher in the first quarter of 2022 compared to the fourth quarter of 21. Year over year, conventional travel trailers brought 30% more money. Fifth wheels brought about 17%, and it's a similar story for motorhomes. Economic changes such as the end of individual stimulus, increasing competition for consumer dollars from the service and travel industries, gas prices, and general inflation have threatened to impact demand for RVs. But J.D. Power had predicted strong values would remain in place before the Russian invasion of Ukraine, which has caused some of those economic factors to accelerate. They say that we may now be seeing some effect in the marketplace on the pricing of used RVs, but the data is too new to tell, and it doesn't sound like it's going to be very dramatic at all. More in a minute, but first, this episode is sponsored by the Togo RV app and their premium Road Pass Pro membership. The free Togo RV app offers maintenance reminders, recall alerts, checklists, and more for your specific RV. And if you upgrade to a Road Pass Pro membership, you get RV-friendly GPS routing, access to thousands of verified overnight parking location listings, discounts on lots of great products like tires and lithium batteries, plus premium access to the other apps under the Road Pass umbrella. Download the Togo RV app today for free and get $10 off your Road Pass Pro membership with the code RVMiles10X. If you have an RV with systems controlled by Lippert's One Control app, there's a new major update waiting for you. They've completely redesigned the app with a new look, faster controls, the return of the favorites feature, and a selection called modes, where you can group related functions. So for instance, you may want to put slide and jack controls in an arrival and departure mode screen, while you put your lights and awning into a camping mode screen. The new design is said to be easier to see in the bright sunlight. Luxury motor coach maker Newmar has announced a 2023 refresh of its Essex, Dutch Star, and Bay Star motorhomes. The ground-up redesigns include brand new decor, new paint schemes, new front and rear caps, and new floor plans. The Dutch Star is the top-selling Class A diesel pusher on the market, and it will offer 3 new floor plans in 2023. All floor plans will have the option to be all electric, no propane on board, with a 640 amp hour lithium battery pack from the factory. You can watch the full reveal video that I'll link to in the description. Finally, the first Ford Lightning all-electric half-ton trucks rolled off the assembly line on April 26th in Ford's new Dearborn Modern EV facility within the very same complex where Henry Ford perfected the assembly line and scaled the Model T. It's a big moment for electric vehicles, considering the F-150 is the top-selling vehicle in the U.S. Soon, customers will have them in hand, and surely we're about to get an idea of how well and how far they'll tow. That's it for this week's News Roundup. Like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.